Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. If you're a first-time visitor, welcome to the channel, and if you're a return visitor, then welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Newave Toys Q-bert Replicade. I've been waiting patiently for this machine to arrive, and finally today Mr. UPS has dropped it at my doorstep. And when I say drop, I mean drop. They took that thing and just chucked it onto the porch, as usual. But anyway, it looks undamaged. We've got it here in the box. We're going to do an unboxing and review today, so stay tuned and hope you enjoy. All right, so here we go with the unboxing. Just got my camera flipped around. I'm going to turn this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Anyhow, here we go. Here we go with the unboxing. And of course, we have a box within a box within a box, as per usual. With Newave, we want to make sure that collectors get their boxes in nice shape. So that's the outer shipping carton. Followed by this box here. Now I'm pretty psyched. I'm hoping to find a surprise in here. Some Replicades were signed by Warren Davis, who is the creator of Q-bert, and they're randomly selected from pre-sale orders. And so if I do have one, it'll say winner when I open the box. I am not looking forward to it because typically I don't win at anything. So I'm gonna say I didn't get one, but hey, you never know, right? So this is the outer shipping carton. And what they did with the outer shipping carton is they replicated what the original arcade game actually came in. That's why you have these different logos up top here, this side up. You've got the fragile, keep dry, and the carting instructions. Of course, you know, you wouldn't cart this small little box with a hand truck. So I'm assuming this is what the original box looked like when, minus the little Newave Toys logo, of course. And you can see the dimensions of the product and all the specifications there. What the height, depth, and width of this thing is. And this is the actual dimensions of the unit that's in the box, not the original arcade, obviously. So, cross fingers. Hopefully I'll be a winner. It doesn't look like it. I usually am not, so I kind of figured. I was setting my expectations low, and so we'll see. It looks like it's not been opened, so I'm guessing I didn't get a signed version. So, give you a little look at the retail packaging. Very nice, as usual. Nice glossy print. There you go. And that's that. So, let me get the shrink wrap taken care of and out of the way. Art is nice on here, silk screened on here. There's some glossy sections, like where the Q-bert lettering is, that's glossy, this is glossy. This at the bottom is glossy, and then this is kind of a matte finish, which is really nice. Gives some dimension to the artwork on the boxes. I keep all my original boxes in the inner shipping box. I don't keep my outer shipping boxes, not really any reason to, but I like to keep them. Call me crazy, but I think most collectors do the same. So yeah, so when I'm gone, the person who ends up inheriting will have all the original boxes and stuff that they can throw out once I'm gone. So as per usual, we've got a USB charging cable. It is a micro USB. They have not started using USB-C yet, for reasons unknown. Of course, we've got our instruction manual. And on the other side, we've got there's some rubber feet in here, I guess. I don't know if they're replacement ones, or we'll see once we get the machine in the box. And of course, our little Replicade tokens, the little 25-cent pieces that come with every Replicade that they have shipped to date. So really cool. And the actual machine is in here. Nice styrene protection, keep machines safe during shipping. And let's get this bad boy out of here. no signature on this one. Oh well, better luck next time, right? Maybe there'll be a next time and maybe they won't. Plastic. And let's see, feet are pre-installed. So I guess those are extras just in case you lose one of these bad boys. Give you a look at what it says down bottom here. And you got nice metal coin doors, double coin door. As on the Gottlieb, the original Gottlieb game. Really, really nice attention to detail there. The original control panel graphics, header marquee, got protective plastic on all the shiny bits to keep this thing nice during shipping. And these are stickers on the sides. So the stickers are kind of in a matte finish. The cabinet itself is in a textured, glossy finish. So pretty cool. Top panel, you got your faux vent panel up top, your power button, and your volume control. And you also got your serial number up at the top, caution sticker, fake padlock on the back. That's your speaker. And some other labeling down bottom, danger, electrocution warnings, and your charging port, your USBs for external controllers, and your HDMI output port. This has kind of become standard on Newave Toys devices. You can actually use this as a console and connect it to your TV set and play it, you know, on a bigger monitor if you chose to. Only difference being, you know, there is that if you use a standard game controller, it's not going to have the same configuration as this joystick, because this joystick goes up to the left, down to the right, down to the left. It is, I guess they call that vertical, right? Or no? Diagonal controls instead of horizontal, vertical. They're diagonal controls. So, you know, it's different, and the gameplay will be different if you use it with a horizontal, vertical configuration joystick. A little more difficult to play that way, a little more confusing, but you can do it nonetheless if you decide to. I like playing my Replicades on the Replicade itself. I feel like I'm in a miniature arcade experience, so I like playing them directly on the machine. I think that's the best way to enjoy these. Having the HDMI output, that's a nice added extra feature. I enjoyed using Dragon's Lair that way because the controls are standard. I probably won't use this one that way because of the fact that the control configuration would be kind of wacky playing it with a regular gamepad. Not going to be any way to really regulate that control. So that's the machine. I am going to charge it up and then we'll be back. All right, so I've had it plugged in and charging for a couple of seconds here, and just kind of fumbling around with it off camera. And I did notice that this game takes quite a bit longer than most Replicades to boot up. It takes about a good 10 seconds. And I was trying to figure out what was going on, if it was a latching power button or if you have to press and hold it to turn it on. It is a latching style power button, so when you press it in, it will latch and power up. You just have to be patient. It takes about a good 10 seconds for it to actually show signs of life. So yeah, it took me a little bit of fumbling around to figure that one out. So we'll go ahead and hit the power switch, which is located right at the top here. That's the power switch right next to the charging light. The charging light does flash when it's turning on, but as you noticed, I pressed the button already and it doesn't seem like anything's happening. So just wait, it takes a while. So have a little patience and you'll be enjoying your game in no time. So once you get through all these splash screens, it will boot up and you should hear that crazy little Q-bert talk in this crazy alien language, right? So cool. So now it's booted up. And as you can hear, in attract mode, you will hear sounds during attract mode. So you can actually turn that on or off within the service menu there. So that is a feature you can turn on and off. I'm gonna put this here so the screen is a little more visible. And it boots up into normal Q-bert mode. So with that said, the Warren Davis edition, from what I understand, that boots up into the faster, more challenging Q-bert version, which was never released for the market. It was something that Warren Davis had engineered, but it was never released to the general public. But they did include it in this version of the game as well. This version of the game boots up into the normal Q-bert mode, one you would find in the arcade. The Warren Davis edition will boot up in the faster, more challenging mode. You can switch between the two as well. So the way to get into the menu, settings menu, is you press this button right here. That's the right coin door button. So once you press that, you'll notice it goes into this screen here, where it allows you to make selections. Now the selections are highlighted in purple. It's not very easy to see, but you'll notice that when you press the 1-player or 2-player buttons, and I'll see if I can zoom in on that a little bit, or zoom out I should say. 1-player and 2-player buttons are used for up and down for navigating the menu. Now I thought initially that this controller was a 4-way that was mounted in there diagonally, but it is not. It is an 8-way joystick, so you have to be careful in thinking that if you press down, it's going to select down or left or right in the menu. It doesn't control the menu. It does toggle features on or off or make selections like your backlight brightness. But if you press right or left, it's not going to make any changes. If you press down to the corner or up to the upper corner, that will change your selections. I had a little bit of a problem trying to navigate this menu. It's not as intuitive as you would think, seeing as that this is an 8-way joystick, but it doesn't respond to down, left, right, or up. So as you're pressing the player 2 button, it will highlight the next feature down. This is the backlight feature. If I press to the right and down, it will make the screen brightness brighter. I like mine all the way up. You have your marquee light on or off. If you'll notice, that turns it on or off. And what I'm doing is I'm hitting the joystick down to the lower right and to the upper left to make my changes. So bear in mind, this is not the most intuitive way to navigate through a menu system, but it is what it is. You can turn the little knocker on and off. There is a knocker built into the cabinet that basically when anything lands off the screen, whether it be Q*bert or any of his enemies, and they land to the ground, it will knock the side of the cabinet. And it's a really cool feature. And it was available on the original arcade version as well. You have a player 1, player 2 switch feature that is on at least on mine, you can't switch it on and off. I don't know why you would want to switch it on and off, but it is there. I'm not sure why. It's not, you can't turn it on or off. And I don't know if it's going to be in a future firmware update or what that feature is even supposed to be. It doesn't do anything. Anyway, you can't even select on or off. It's just in the off position and it will not change. So Replicade scan lines are on or off. You can put scan lines, and what that does is it makes this LCD screen look a little bit more like a CRT. I've got my scan lines turned on. It makes it look a little more true to life. Auto round advance on or off, I'm not sure what that is. I know that there's a little bit of an intermission between rounds. Maybe it skips that if you turn that off. If you turn it on, I should say. There is a tracked mode audio on or off. So if you have this on display and turned on, you don't necessarily want to hear the sounds, but you want to have it on. And while you're displaying it, you can turn the sounds off if you want to. And then you've got a service mode on and off. I guess in the service mode, I think you can access different dip switch features, how many lives, how many, I guess you can change your different game variables. Let's exit out of this menu and see. All right, so here is the test mode, okay? In the test mode, you can adjust your monitor. You've got dip switch selections. Let me see. Okay, so in this menu, there's a different navigation method for this menu. So I will have to read real quick and see how you navigate it, because there is an arrow pointing to monitor adjustment right now, but I can't seem to get it to move. So I'm gonna pause real quick, take a look at the manual and see if it outlines. Actually, it says it right here. Press select momentarily to select test. Hold select down to begin test. All right, well, let me pause and see how we navigate this menu, and I'll be right back. All right, so navigating the service mode. When you're in the service mode, you press the add coin button, left coin button, to select test, and hold add coin button to begin test. And you're going to use a player 1, player 2 to select each option in the tests, and hold the add coin button to go back to the test screen. So you can, once you've got service mode highlighted, you can press the right coin button and it brings you into this test mode screen where you can access the dip switches, your monitor adjustment, distributions, options, parameters. I think the only thing of any worth here would be the options parameters field, which is option number 4. So you're gonna press the left coin button to toggle through the different options, and it just goes circular. There's no way to go up or down. So once you've landed on the option that you want to select, you press and hold that left coin button to enter that parameter. So this does have a high score table. You can reset the high score table that's at the top of the list. Then you have a factory preset feature. You have how many plays per coin. You can change that. Right now it's set for 1 coin, 1 play, which is fine. And then you've got 3 lives per game. I'd like to see if I can change that. I like more lives, actually. Let me see here if I can change that. Options and parameters, press and hold. And then let's see, how do we change that? 3, 4. Okay, so use the player 1, player 2 buttons to change the amount of lives per game. So you can go from 3, 4 to 5 lives per game. You got your difficulty. You can change that normal or hard. I'll keep it on normal. I'm a noob, so I will keep it in normal mode. And then you have your first extra life at 8,000, 6,000, 7,000. So I'm gonna put mine at 6,000 because, you know, oh, wait a second. Yeah, 6,000. And then extra life each additional, and you can change that as well. Now your options are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 12 to 17,000. I'm gonna keep mine on 12,000 because I like extra lives and I like not having to work for them as much. So it says hold select down to return to menu. So let's do that. And so when you do that, you go back to the main menu of the test mode, and then you got to press the right coin button to get out of this menu altogether. Let's see here. Once we're back into the regular menu, you can press the left coin button, I believe. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, not the easiest thing to navigate. I'm gonna pause again to figure out how to get back to the game. Let's see here. All right, pause for the cause, be right back. Okay, so you have to toggle the service mode off before you press the right coin button to get back into the game. So we are back into the game now. There are no credits. I'm gonna credit up. Turn the volume up a little bit so you can hear how this thing sounds. And then we'll press the 1-player start button. Okay, let's have at it. Whoops. Alright, first live gone. Ooh, didn't get rid of the guys, huh? Whoop. Yeah, so I am not doing all that well for my first round. Let's try again. Oh, there goes the little knocker. I was just testing it out to see if it would work. Yeah, okay. I'm not very good right now. Well, gameplay seems pretty fluid. The scan lines are there, they look really cool. You can turn those on or off. Turn them off, I guess you're gonna have a much smoother image. And, oh, there we go again. So, game over. And it plays just like the original arcade ROM. So this is the original arcade ROM that's in here. You have the capability of putting your name in and saving your high scores. Now, I don't know whether or not they save if you turn the game off and turn it back on. I guess that will have to be something that we see once we turn the machine off and then back on. So overall, I am really pleased with this. This is another beautiful Replicade to add to my collection. I have collected most of these to the date. I haven't collected every variable. So when this came out, I chose to go with the original version because I like the way it looks versus the Warren Davis edition. I love the side art a lot better. I like the marquee a lot better. And so yeah, I haven't really collected all the variants. So when 1942 came out and they had the variant cabinet, I opted not to get that one. So I'm a collector, but you know, I'm not a completist type collector that has to have every version, even though it plays the same exact game. So I chose to go with this one. I'm very happy with it. Drawbacks are the menu system is not at all intuitive, not very easy to navigate. I really can't say anything good about it. I mean, it's there. I guess if you get used to how you navigate through it, I guess, you know, it's fine. It's fine to have it, but I probably won't use it that often. I've made all my initial settings and I probably will never go in there again. But I'm sure if I ever had to go in there again, I would have to get the manual out to figure out how to navigate it because it's not the most intuitive thing in the world. It would be nice if you can use the joystick to scroll through your selections and then maybe press the player 1 button to make your selections. That would have been nice. That would have been a lot easier way to navigate the menu system. But all in all, I am very impressed with it. It's a great machine, and I think you'll really enjoy one if you decide to pick one up for yourself. Anyhow, if you're with me till the end, I hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed making it. I enjoy sharing my hobby with you guys. And if you get a chance, get to Newave Toys' website and order you up one of these. You won't be disappointed. I do not get paid. I'm not getting paid for endorsements. I bought my unit, and I've bought every single one of them that I have that I've received to date. So I just enjoy sharing the hobby with you guys, sharing the technology with you, and I really enjoy arcades, and I hope you do too. And if you like the content and you like the channel, be sure and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you'll be alerted anytime I make a new video. So with that said, have a great day today. God bless you and enjoy.